If you were to ask someone what the most iconic tank of all time is, one of the most common answers you'll get is the American Sherman tank, which saw widespread use in World War II. Throughout its service, the US used its platform to explore many roles, some of which were even used in action. This premise was a result of practicality, but what if I told you of a design that was parallel to the Sherman's development that embraced this idea from the beginning? We'll start with a brief history lesson. On June 27, 1940, President Franklin D. Roosevelt established the National Defense Research Committee, or NDRC, to coordinate the scientific military study and research. With Executive Order 8807 on June 28, 1941, FDR also established the OSRD, making Vannevar Bush the chairman, and giving him authority to enter contracts for such studies as the OSRD became the governing body of the NDRC. The NDRC was separated into many divisions, Division 12 being responsible for transportation research and development. Some of you may already be familiar with a couple of projects that were developed within NDRC Division 12, such as the Duck or even the Baker tank. In April of 1941, both the NDRC and Ordnance Department believed that gun mounts, vision devices, ammunition feed systems, and turret operating systems needed improvement from existing models. In addition, tested Aberdeen Proving Grounds in August and September of 1941 discovered that machine gun fire at the M3 Lee could incapacitate both the 37 and 75mm guns due to bullet indentations blocking the gun mount rotors. These bullets were also able to damage sights on the side doors of the vehicle and could even splash around the doors to the inside with a precise shot. The United Shoe Machinery Corporation was tasked with fixing these issues, which would become the basis for much of their later armored vehicle work. By September 18, 1941, the same time the T6 was undergoing trials in Aberdeen Proving Grounds, United Shoe presented their new family of armored vehicle designs, known as the IVI series. These vehicles weighed between 30 to 35 tons, had between 3 to 3.5 inches of sloped armor, and had a 600 horsepower engine running on a low-friction suspension system, allowing speeds of up to 35 miles per hour. All of this in a package that is 7 feet tall, 9 foot 4 inches wide, and 18 feet 7 inches long. For late 1941 and even 1942, these specs would have been very impressive. For all of the variants, the main differences involved their armament and layout, as ease of manufacture and shared components was a key feature of this family of vehicles. We'll start off with the two main variants. The IVIC was very conventional in layout. The four-man crew would have consisted of a driver and radio operator in the front of the hull, and a commander and gunner in the turret. The vehicle had three turret variations, consisting of one mounting a 75mm M3 gun, one mounting two 37mm M4 guns, and one mounting four 50 cal machine guns. In case you're wondering why these tanks don't have a loader, it's because all of these vehicles, including the 75mm variant, have automatic loading systems. It's worth mentioning that even with a conventional turret design, the 75mm gun would still elevate up to 45 degrees, while the 37mm and 50 cals could elevate to 85 degrees. All guns depressed to 10 degrees. The IVI-D was very similar to the IVI-C. The main difference? The turrets are split into multiple sections, and the gunner's section is attached to the gun. This allows the gunner to elevate the gun up to 85 degrees on all variants, removing any high-angle vision problems of the IVI-C, significantly improving their anti-aircraft capabilities. While this is a significant benefit to the design, these would have weighed more than their IVI-C counterparts due to increased machining during manufacture, as well as complex protection to shield the sliding surfaces of the turrets. The next vehicle is described as a modified IVI. While key details are sparse in all text that I was able to read, it seems to mount the 75mm gun in a small oscillating turret in the rear. This design was supposedly considered based on factors such as crew comfort, gun operation, and internal space. The next vehicle is an assault gun, mounting an 81 or 105mm gun. This vehicle was designed to combat pillboxes and fortifications, and would carry a gun crew and shock troops in addition to the main crew. Last but certainly not least, we have a designated anti-aircraft vehicle mounting twin 8-gun pom-pom type mounts. No question, this is the most esoteric thing you've ever seen in your life. Despite all the work carried out on this project, work on the IVI series of tanks was cancelled due to the inability to secure cooperation with the U.S. Army Ordnance, as well as the automotive industry. However, this was certainly not the last time United Shoe Machinery Corporation would be involved with automatic guns on tanks. For instance, the T-20E1 and the T-22E1 were to mount 75mm guns with an auto-loading mechanism designed by the firm. They also produced the T-54E1 tank, known and loved by many. While almost lost in history, the IVI series was one of the most forward-thinking tank development projects of its time, and certainly worth remembering. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos on tank history like this one.